Hi, I'm Peyton.
And I'm Erin.
And this is
Something's a Bruin. Thanks for watching our second episode. Today voting is open for student council. Be sure to use the QR code to vote for your class representatives. This can be found in everyone's grade level Google Classroom and right here for a few seconds. It will also be shown on the cafeteria TVs during lunch today.
Now let's take a look at what has been going on at Ballard this week.
Mostly CERT testing. This week's Teacher Spotlight takes a look at one of the new teachers at Ballard, whose job is to organize all these tests and make sure everything runs as smoothly as possible.
Hey guys, it's Atzidi and Danielle, and welcome to the new teacher segment.
Hey Bruins, I'm here with Miss Walls for our new teacher segment. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
So I'm the new testing coordinator. They call me the BAC, the Building Assessment Coordinator. And so I'm here to kind of be in charge of all the AP tests, PSAT, ACT, CERT testing, and all testing things.
And have you worked at any other schools?
Yes, so I spent 5 years at Mail, and I was an English teacher and the BAC at different times during my time there. And then before that, I was a BAC and English teacher at Moore. So before that, I spent 9 years in Catholic schools.
All right. And how are you liking Ballard so far?
I like it. It's huge.
Yeah,
so I'm still trying to figure out where all the classrooms are, who all the people are, and that's not students. That's just trying to figure out who the adults are. So if you see me, just say hi, maybe introduce yourself. If I look lost, don't make fun of me because you can just say, hey, where are you going, and help me out. Other than that, I'm excited to be here. My daughter's a middle schooler at Cameron, so it's nice because she gets to come with me and then she walks to school and walks back over in the afternoon.
Oh yeah. Thanks for tuning in. This is Miss Walls, and we'll see you later.
Miss Walls has been very busy this week with CERT testing, and that means that the hallways have been very busy.
We now want to take a look at some tips to make the hallways move a little smoother. You might actually learn something on this next segment, hallway tips and shortcuts.
Don't move. Hi guys, welcome to Something's a Bruin. We all know it's frustrating trying to get to class, so here are some do's and don'ts.
The first tip we have for you guys today is to keep walking in the hallway, especially when you're talking.
Don't move. Okay, so our next tip is just to make sure you look where you're going.
So a lot of problems we have are with the staircase doors. This side is locked and this side is open. So we're going to show you the right and wrong way to come out the doors.
Okay, that sums up our do's and don'ts for the hallway. Make sure you stay tuned for our next episode. Bye!
That was a lot of good information. However, before anyone even gets into the hallways, they must pass through our security system every morning. Just like the hallways, there are ways to make this very important process much easier and much less stressful.
Behind me today is the weapon detection system. This is a specialized system to keep potential dangers away, to keep everybody in the school safe. We're going to hand this over to our safety guy, Mr. Wingfield.
Hi, my name is Clark. I'm with
Mr. Wingfield.
we have a couple questions for you today. Is that okay?
Let's go.
What are they, metal detectors, or are they metal or weapons detectors?
Okay, so the systems we have in place are made by the Evolve company. They're actually a weapons detection system. So they work like a metal detector, but they have an artificial intelligence component on the back end that actually scans the item itself and can kind of decipher what that is. So you don't have to take all the metals out of your bag, just the things that alert in the system. On the whole, they're designed just to help us prevent weapons coming into the school. However, they do have different levels of sensitivities, and they can pick up on some things that students would rather not us find. The best advice is, if it's not supposed to be at school, don't bring it. Best thing I can advise students is to, one, remove the items they know will go off. So of that thing, the binders, the laptops, and those 3-ring binders are the metal spine binders. Your laptops, Chromebooks, removing your eyeglass cases, and also the umbrellas.
So the procedures to do the weapon detection system is to take out all of your binders, laptops, eyeglass cases, and umbrellas from your backpacks and have them ready to be put on the white tables as you enter the building. you hand them over to the security staff and walk through the weapons detection system. And if anything gets detected, please step over to the left side where the other white tables are at, where staff will search your backpacks. If not, continue on and grab your stuff.
More great tips. However, once you pass through security, you might want to find a quiet corner, slip in your earbuds, and listen to some great music. Do you need some music suggestions? Here are Jesse and Sam with another edition of 1 to 10.
Yo. Welcome back to 1 to 10 with Sam
and Jesse.
And today, this week, we'll be reviewing Die Lit by Playboi Carti. So what's your take on this album, Jess?
I mean, this one was a lot of fun, I've actually never listened to Die Lit front to back, I've got a few Carti songs in my rotation, but I'm not someone who listens to them a lot. So this was kind of a new listening experience for me. It was a lot of fun. I'd say my standout track was probably Foreign.
City to city, I'm torn. Look, Carti, I'm ready to pour. I love my diamond that glowing.
That's a song I've heard maybe once in my life, and that was a lot of fun. What about you?
I love Foreign. Probably for me, one of my favorite songs is Right Now. That one's really slept on.
Right now.
Love the whole album though. Completely love the whole album. I can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
But so what would you rate this album on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'm going to give this one an 8. What about you, Sam?
A big J8.
That's right.
I'm all right with that. Probably 9.5.
All right.
This album changed the way I listen to music.
Yeah.
Yeah. It changed everything because it's cloud rap. I wouldn't really consider it cloud rap, but Pierre Bourne's production, Carti's weird flows on Flatbed Freestyle. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it all. And probably top 4, top 5 in my albums of all time.
Yeah.
So at least
all
my
right.
favorites.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you've been watching 1 to 10 with Jesse and
Sam.
We will be reviewing something next week. Stay tuned. See ya.
Peace.
As we have seen in the previous story, school could sometimes be challenging.
But imagine how challenging it could be if English was not your first language. Let's take a look at a new class this year where the entire class is taught in Spanish to native Spanish speakers.
Hi, I'm Mia and I'm going all around the world to check out new classes. So who am I with today?
My name is Yanay Mesa. I am a Spanish teacher here at Ballard.
So what's this new class?
So this year we're offering Spanish for native speakers. It's a brand new class and that we're really excited to offer.
And why do you think a student will want to join this class?
Well, this year the population of Spanish speakers in our building has gone up. I think it's almost doubled, and we can't keep putting them in Spanish because they already know Spanish. So a lot of the times they just need a little bit more support in other parts of their Spanish, like their writing and the reading, and that's what this class is going to focus on.
So do you think this class could become an original class for Ballard?
I hope so. I hope it becomes something that eventually could grow even into maybe a second section or a third section. Okay. So ideally it would grow enough to have a class, as like a student move from, Spanish 1 to Spanish 2, but this is Spanish for native speakers. So, and it will focus more on the reading, the writing, and learning more about culture, learning about their own country. A lot of the times these students have either been born here and haven't had any formal education in their own country, or they are students that came to the U.S. very young and didn't finish that formal education. So they're going to get that here, hopefully.
Okay. Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, anytime.
So if you're interested or have any further questions, feel free to ask Ms. Mesa in South 111. Hasta luego.
Are you still looking to get involved with school this year and want to help others have a better year?
In this week's episode of Join the Club, we talked to Mr. Smith about one very important club at Ballard called the Big Brother, Big Sister program.
I'm Avery Summers with the segment Join the Club, and I'm here with
Mr. Smith.
And tell us about the Big Brother, Big Sister group.
Big Brothers Big Sisters is a group primarily for freshmen and sophomores into rising juniors and seniors, and we focus on jobs and careers and where these students are going to be going and actually how to make them a better student in the process. We match them up with mentors that work from the bank. They have a lot of different interests. We try to connect them with their interests, and then we figure out the best way to take them from student into professional. And it's a year-long program. We have field trips where we go and meet with these individuals during the school day, feed the students, and then we come back before the end of the school day is over.
All right, and tell us about the benefit of joining the group.
The benefits, I think the students get a greater connection with each other, and I think a lot of students don't realize they're going through a lot of the same things at the same time. And working with these mentors, they get to learn from someone who's been through that process, who's gone where they've already are trying to go, who has gone already where they're trying to go. And I think the students really enjoy making that connection with somebody who's been through that path. So I see a benefit to it, and I think the students do as well. Otherwise, we would not have as many. I think we have probably about 30 to 35 students who are a part of it right now. And we have room for more, so if any freshmen and sophomore are interested, just let me know.
All right, and why did you choose to sponsor this group?
I was voluntold to start to be the sponsor, but after all of the times of meeting, I've learned that I'm a pretty natural sponsor. My job is a youth service center coordinator here at the school, and so I want to connect students to resources that help them to be successful beyond the school building. So this is the easiest way to do that is to partner with people who already have that in motion, and so this is just that effort.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up, Bruins? Welcome back to BBS Ballard Bruin Sports. I'm Isaac Clark.
I'm Sean Compton.
And on this week's episode, we have a lot to talk about.
With fall being really, really close, we have two sports to talk about this week. Last week we talked about football and soccer. This week we're talking about football again, but we have a new sport, volleyball. The girls' volleyball team, the freshmen, JV, and varsity, hosted the Eastern Eagles, our really big rivals, and the Eastern Eagles came here, and they learned not to mess with the Bruins as they got swept in all 3 games. The freshman team swept them to 2-0. The JV, similar story, 2-0, and the varsity team's star player Ella Grivna scored a bunch of goals and was a key player in the victory over the Eagles. Final score was 3-0. The Bruins move to a really good record. They hope to continue their season. And this Friday Night Lights are back at Ballard High School. The Bruins football team is their home opener, and it's a blackout because it is against our school's arguably biggest rival, the male Bulldogs. The Bulldogs coming into this one 1-0. The Bruins 0-1, looking to bounce back after last week's game. Tickets are on sale now. You can go to gofan.com and look up Ballard and buy your tickets there. Or this week on Wednesday and Thursday, tickets will be sold in the large cafeteria. So make sure you pick up your tickets because it is supposed to be a very packed house for the Bruins. And that's going to do it for this week's new episode of BBS Ballard Bruin Sports. I'm Sean Compton.
And I'm Isaac Clark.
And you've been watching BBS Ballard Bruin Sports. We'll see you next week.
That is it for this week. Be sure to make your voice heard this school year. You can only do that by voting for your representatives for Student Council. Voting is open until 3 today.
And most importantly, we expect to see everyone at tonight's football game against Bell. And tonight's theme is Blackout. Lights please. That's better.
And once again, thanks for watching
Something's a Bruin.